God wants to remind you that this journey that you're on is to bring you the purpose that he has for you. So I was in the middle of worship when he gave me this word, and I actually wrote down the date. It was actually April 9th that he gave it to me, and he's just now telling me to release it. And he goes on to say, my ways are different. My thoughts are higher, said the Lord. I created you to do a great work, to not only me, but to my people. He says, I put and orchestrated desires designed for you, for your purpose to be carried out. Although they are exciting to have and you hold it close to your heart, he says, let it go. And while I was writing this, I was like, when I got to that part, I was like, let it go. You gave it to us. Why would you want us to let it go? And he continues to tell me, yes, you heard me correctly. Give them to me so that I may spring forth everything. Many of you are holding on tight to the desires that I put in your heart, even though it's nothing wrong with it, but it's also taking my place on where your heart should be. He goes on to say, I had to put those desires in you to lead you on a road to your destination. He said, I want to remind you now it is time to let me drive. It is time to let me guide you to the step and guide you to the stop that I have for you. He says, don't let your desires become your idol, for I am a jealous God. For it is not the things you serve, but it is I who you serve. He says, give me your heart so that I can make you whole. And then he goes on to remind me, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. He says, I have everything already worked out for you. And this is the part that's going to cut some people. He says, the reason why you haven't seen anything move is because you are still driving. Let me take the wheel. The same way you trust a pilot to fly you to the right destination, surely I know the right way. God says he knows the right way to go. He says, although this journey is tedious, remember that I am with you, said the Lord. And I was like, Lord, wow. Because God always wants to remind us, like, the battle is not ours, like, it's his. And I was like, Lord, what would you like for me to name this message or whatever? And all I heard him say was the final test. The final test. And I was like, okay. I was like, wow, many of you guys, for those that this is for, you're going to know what I'm talking about. The final test that you need to pass before he gives you that blessing, or he moves you and elevates you to the place where you need to be in order to receive your promised land. So yes, take this with you on today and keep moving forward. He loves you.